There's certainly a changed attitude toward professional development for teachers. I think the whole expectation of preparing teachers to be ahead of the kids and sending them into their classroom and expecting them to stay ahead is beginning to fade a little bit. And we're seeing a lot more appreciation for co-learning, for that teacher who says to the kid, "Oh, I didn't know you could do that. How did you do that? Show me." And so so we see the effective teachers, the teachers that are really growing, co-learning with their students and co-learning with their professional network or their learning community as well. So the student experience is becoming more social. The teacher experience is beginning to, but then when we get to assessment, we still pluck those kids out of that social environment, sit them by themselves on very isolated, finite tasks, and ask them to perform and measure them completely on that. So we're still not at the point where we measure how good a 21st century communicator they are, whether they can design their own search for information and actually get the information that they need and judge the value of that, whether they work well with teams at various different levels. Well, clearly skills of our teachers are very uneven when it comes to digital communications or digital access to information. Even collaboration and collaborative tools, we see very different levels of capacity among our teachers. We find teachers that are fairly high technology users in their personal life still not using technology with students to impact learning. Also, most of what we do in schools, especially out of textbooks or prepared curriculum, are artificial, fabricated examples, and their students are much better with authentic tasks that mean something to them. I think the education policymakers and some of the leaders who are a little more removed from the students are a little bit slower to really grasp that and to understand it. And so many of the teachers that are innovating are doing so in sort of a limited basis, but also without a lot of support or without a lot of appreciation for what it is they're doing. So there's a whole set of skills that we know are important that we're beginning to try to build development experiences for, but we're certainly not at the point yet where we're assessing those or counting those in the accountability realm. And so that's, I think, a move that we have to make.